Anand, ladies and gentlemen, I am here only because of the pressure of my good friend Anand. I was to come yesterday, but so many parliamentary commitments, campaigning for Delhi. I just leave in half an hour. I have only 9 questions to answer in the Rajya Sabha. But in spite of all this, he insisted. I'm like, all right, for your sake, I'll surely come. He has rightly put the issue in perspective. Today, 5.5 years down the line, I would like to share with you where we began and what we have achieved. And this body of internet and mobile also needs to understand as to what kind of larger roles and obligations they have to play in this process. You must understand certain fundamental philosophy of this government. Anand quoted just one. Anand, we don't believe in catchy slogans. We believe in actualizing them on the ground. That's how we work. The first principle is reform, perform in order to transform. There have been governance models, but what is the transformative impact of this governance? That is what the PM always asks us to keep in mind. In this process of reform, perform and transform, technology has to play a very, very crucial role. Not only an enabler, not only a facilitator, but also empowerment. And I would like the members of this association to keep in mind all the 3 words I have said, not only an enabler, not only a facilitator, but also of empowerment. Digital India, Startup India, Stand-up India, Smart Cities, all these technology-based programs are designed to subserve these 3 objectives. Thirdly, you must understand the real purport of Digital India. Digital India is designed to empower ordinary Indians with the power of technology, bridge the digital divide, and most important, lead to digital inclusion. एक समावेशी भारत बने, bridging the digital divide between digital haves and digital have-nots. And this must be achieved through technology which is low cost, developmental and homegrown. When PM asked me to define Digital India, after a lot of application of mine, I said no, this shall be the focus. Why? India's IT company has done so well globally in terms of services. But Digital India is beyond that. Now, where we have reached in this process of inclusion. Let me give you certain examples. We opened 37 crore bank accounts in the poor, underprivileged. I hope you are aware, India's digital profile, population 130 crore, 1.3 billion, mobile phone nearly 1.2 billion. A smartphone close to 700 billion. Other 1.25 billion, 125 crores. This is our digital profile. I always say lightly, Anand, we have added mobile phones in India in the last 5.5 years equal to the population of France and Italy. That is the scale on which we work. And you all have played a very crucial role. Now, how we could achieve digital inclusion on the ground? We linked the bank account with Aadhaar, seeded with the mobile, and started sending all the welfare benefits to the poor and underprivileged to their bank account, which we call DBT, Direct Benefit Transfer, gas subsidy, kerosene subsidy, Manrega payment, ration subsidy, and a whole of other e-scholarship. We have sent close to 8,40,000 crores in the bank account of the poor, and we have saved 1,40,000 crore, which used to be pocketed by middlemen and fictitious claimants. Digital governance is good governance. How does Aadhaar play a crucial role in this? Aadhaar is a digital identity to confirm the physical identity. That is a simple way of Aadhaar. I want to explain a little about, I hope I'm having my Aadhaar card in my pocket. Yes, fortunately it is. This is my Aadhaar card. What does it contain? It contains my name. I'm a male, my father's name, and my permanent Patna address and my Aadhaar number. What it does not contain? My sex, my sexual preferences, my financial income, my medical record, and a whole range of my other records by which I can be profiled. But the system of Aadhaar contains my biometrics, all the 10 fingers, and my iris. Why this? You can change your name, you can try to change your face by plastic surgery, but you cannot change your iris and fingerprint, which we call core biometrics. Now, Aadhaar is a homegrown technology developed by Indian scientists. Aadhaar system, do you know? We do 3 crore authentication every day, kept in safe and secure condition in 2 facilities in Manesar and Bangalore. And the law which we drafted after we came to power is so tough that if I also release my core biometrics for unauthorized use, I and the IT and law minister can be prosecuted. Today, world is acknowledging this great invention of India, digital inclusion through low-cost technology. I talked about services. Today we have e-visa. Today we have e-hospital. Today we are transfer already close to 5,000 crores to 1.5 crore students linking Aadhaar to the scholarship so that no fake claimants can come about. 8 crore Ujjwala Yojana beneficiary have got the benefit of this through Aadhaar linkage delivery. We have got e-NAM, close to 500 plus agriculture market available at a click of a button. Today we are making close to 6 crore people digitally literate. Today we have come with soil health card, about 10 crore farmers are using, whereby they can get digital reports about their productivity, fertility. Are you putting over pesticides and fertilizers in your land? There's a very interesting story, Anand, you will love it. In government service, if you retire, to enable you to continue with your pension, you have to certify every November that you are still alive. Okay? For that, you have to go to your bank. Many people after retirement go with their children, grandchildren to America, to England, or North Indian after retirement going to South India and vice versa. They said, Mantri ji, kuch hamari rasta nikalenge. You have to come all the way back to our main bank to show कि भाई मैं जिंदा हूँ, मेरा pension continue रखो. Then we came with Jeevan Praman, whereunder you can digitally show that you are alive. Your pension will continue. I can add many other examples. This is what digital governance is. Good governance. Digital delivery is faster delivery. What is the second example of low-cost homegrown technology? The digital payment happening in India. India is becoming the most powerful center of digital payment. We have developed UPI, Again, homegrown technology. And only one example I would like to give. In November 2016, the digital payment transaction was 91.83 crores, 918 million, worth about 112 lakh crores. In November 2019, because every 2 months back it goes, because RBI confirms the payment, the transaction is 350 crore, 3.50 billion, worth 1.55 lakh crore to $2.1 trillion. And the Bhim UPI transaction which India has developed was 1.2 lakh crore in November 2016. In December 2019, it is 2.2 lakh, 5 lakh crore, 31 billion US dollars. And mind you, we don't permit very heavy transaction on digital payment platform. But how India is changing through homegrown technology, UPI. Take it of GST. GST is run by GSTN. GSTN manages the entire footprint of GST delivery. GSTN technology, homegrown technology. We are giving healthcare beneficiary Ayushman Bharat. About 50 crore Indians out of 10 crore families are going to be given 5 lakh every year for healthcare in a private or government hospital. About 3 crore people have already been registered, 4 crore people, and payment have started. Again, through a technological process, homegrown in the country. Therefore, this digital inclusion through homegrown technology, bridging the digital divide, has been, I would say, a story worth watching. Anant, I rarely talk about myself, but since you are a friend, I wish to talk today for this crowd. There is a famous body, Apolitical, in London, which consists of Harvard, Cambridge professors, startup thinkers, World Bank is a knowledge partner. They measure digital governance parameters globally. In the last 2 years in successions, they have adjudged me as the 100 most influential leaders in digital governance. It was not my success, the success of transformative program or the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. How does the future lie? Surely, new technology is emerging. Technology emerging, machine learning, artificial intelligence, robotics. And in all these, mobile and internet is to play a very, very crucial and central role. What is our upshot? It must be, again, inclusive. How can we use these new technology, particularly AI for healthcare, for agriculture development? These are emerging challenges which your body must reflect, because as I said earlier, internet and AI is to remain the core of that. Startup. India is now home to 21,000 crore plus startups, out of which 8,000 are technology startups, out of which 24 are unicorn. Unicorn means having a turnover of revenue of close to $1 billion. Many of them are also giving their services abroad. How can your body pick up some good startups in the quest of digital empowerment and transformation of India? That I would like to see. Indians today are seeking new avenues of their potential through startup. Can your body pick up a group of good startups, promote them, nurture them, and deliver a qualitative change which can be emulated in various parts of the country and also the world. Take the case of electronic manufacturing. That department I do handle as well. Today, do you know, when we had come to power, India was home to only 2 mobile factories. Today, India has 268 mobile factories. India has become the second biggest mobile factory in the world, displacing America after China. Now we are going to promote further export-oriented incentive because electronics is after all what? Soft technology. And your Noida and Greater Noida today is home to 93 factories in the field of mobile manufacturing. Medical electronics, defense electronics, strategic electronics. These are the areas which we are encouraging in a very, very big way. 3 quick points and I conclude. India has done very well in terms of digital services, software services. We are very keen that India must become a software product nation. I want to just give you one particular number. We import software products worth $10 billion every year. And how much we export? How much we export? Just 3 billion. India today has some of the biggest giants of the world. 40 million people work in IT industry directly and 10.25 million indirectly. India has all the potential to become a software product nation. You must become. And we've already laid out a proper software product policy for that. We have also laid out electronic policy, digital communication policy, all the open source policy, all the policy initiatives we have done. And as regards the data is concerned, a data protection bill is already in before the Parliament Select Committee consideration, where we have said very briefly who will be the owner of his data? Data principal, you, me. You cannot take away his or her data without her consent, his consent. That consent has to be unequivocal. Who will take that? The data fiduciary, one who processes data. Then we have come with the idea of critical data, sensitive data, non-sensitive data. And I'm very keen that India should become a big center of data processing, data cleaning, what I call data refinery. These are some of the ideas in quest of which we are working. I'm very happy to be here in this great body. Anant rightly reminded me of what I spoke in 15. I hope when he has heard me speak in 2020, we have done something, if not many things. And this process will continue. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what is my final take today? India's digital journey has caught global attention. Wherever I go, particularly in developing countries, all of them look towards us. Because in a democracy, through an open society, through the entrepreneurship of young people, we have seeked to change India. And this model, many African countries, Latin American countries, even European countries are keen to follow. Therein lies hope and future for you and good business opportunity. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.